Coming up next, the Grade 1 Mildred Vessels Memorial Handicap. We go around the hook with the Grade 3 Covered Bridges Stakes and a look at the winners of the Regional Racing Challenge events at Horseshoe, Indianapolis. The biggest event at Prairie Meadows for distance runners, the Grade 3 Covered Bridges Stakes, took place on September 17th at the Altoona, Iowa track. Virtual co-favorites in here, number 1, Cold Brewster, and the 5-horse, Seb Ember.
And they're off in the Grade 3 Covered Bridges. It was a perfect start. Cold Brewster flashing speed. RNC Card Shark Jones is there. Faster than Hasta. The mare Seb Ember 4 deep. One sweet step 5 wide going into the turn. Then has to be a moose and going to Hollywood is the trailer as they move around the turn. Cold Brewster inside of RNC Card Shark Jones. They're right together, but RNC Card Shark Jones drifted very wide into the stretch, and that leaves Cold Brewster by himself as they straighten away. Cold Brewster, the clear leader as they come down the lane. RNC Card Shark Jones back into the bid and trying to gain on this leader. They're followed by Faster Than Hasta third. It's Cold Brewster in front. Cold Brewster, Jonathan Dominguez take the Covered Bridges.
Taking his second added money race of the year, Austin Watterson's Cold Brewster scores by 2 lengths in the Covered Bridges. He also won the Canterbury Distance Challenge in July. Jonathan Dominguez in the irons for trainer Dirk Perry. The son of I'm a Fancy PYC was bred by Destin Cox in Oklahoma. Final time in the Covered Bridges, 45.396 seconds, a 102 speed index. The Wrap-Up on Raceview Network is sponsored by Remington Park Racing Casino and by Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association. With this note of interest, Will Rogers Downs will host 4 Racing Challenge events, including the Grade 3 Distance Challenge on Sunday, October 2nd. Horseshoe, Indianapolis will be the scene for this year's Racing Challenge Championships on October 22nd. On September 22nd, Regional Challenge qualifying races were run for 3 divisions. Exterminator made the 350-yard Juvenile Challenge his 4th straight victory and his 2nd stakes win, having taken the Heartland Futurity in July. Owned by Gordon Tim, Exterminator now has more than $121,000 in earnings. Trained by Randy Smith, Exterminator had German Rodriguez in the saddle. The timer was stopped at 17.588 seconds, good for a 101 speed index. The 400-yard Horseshoe Indianapolis Distaff Challenge was the first stakes victory for one Coldhearted Diva, an earner of $91,000 plus. The 4-year-old filly is a homebred of owner Bennett Racing Stables. She's conditioned by Jessica Vasquez. Giovanni Vasquez Gomez, the winning jockey, aboard one Coldhearted Diva. Final time, 19.983 seconds. Last year, Prize Kiss won the Juvenile Challenge at this track. He returned this year on Racing Challenge Day to prevail in the Derby division. It was stakes win number 3 for the Colt, who now has upwards of $171,000 in the bank. Trained by Anthony Cunningham, Prize Kiss had Luz Daniel Martinez in the saddle. Time for the 400 yards, 19.836 seconds.
Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association encourages the breeding and ownership of Oklahoma-bred horses, promotes and protects racing opportunities in the state, and represents our members' interests at the state capitol. Learn more at oqhra.com.
The 400-yard Grade 1 Mildred Vessels Memorial topped the Los Alamitos card on September 18th. It drew a good group of older fillies and mares topped by multiple graded winner Kiss Through Fire, who was the post-time favorite. The public's second choice was a shipper from Idaho, Patty Saint.
Kiss Through Fire is off the pace a little. Leah Carroll running a giant race. Patty Saint is a big threat. Last Drea Corona, Nim Fedel, Points Bulletin, Kiss Through Fire. Patty Saint getting to the lead. Patty Saint has won from either.
When she ships away from the Pacific Northwest, she usually makes it count. And Patty Saint did it again, taking the Grade 1 Mildred Vessels Memorial by a half length over Nymphet. Leah Carroll was third, followed by the favorite Kiss Through Fire. Last October, Patty Saint went on her longest venture to Albuquerque, where she won the Grade 1 Distaff Challenge Championship. Jesus Version, the winning jockey aboard Patty Saint, who's trained by Heath Hellman. Bred in Idaho by her owner, Robert Harrison, Patty Saint is a daughter of Just Got Easier and the St. Shackleton mare, SP St. Patty. Patty Saint has won 13 of 18 races, 6 of those stakes events. She's ran out north of $187,000. Final time for the 400 yards, 19.892 seconds. The Wrap-Up is brought to you by Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association and by Remington Park Racing Casino, with a reminder to mark your calendar for Oklahoma Classics Day, Friday, October 21st. That's it for this edition of the Wrap-Up. Watch for the next when we bring you more of the biggest races and fastest horses. Thanks for showing up. We're glad you made it. I'm Keith Stahl-Voorhees for RaceView Network.